One of the most fascinating things about church, I mean, you go into St. John Lateran in Rome, or you go into the St. Peter's Basilica itself, the depth of the porch, I mean, it could be a church in itself, or any of our cathedrals. But most of the churches built up to quite recently had these twin porches. This church is an exception insofar as it has side chapels, up the top and the bottom, which is quite wonderful because that gives it an even more enduring sense. But nonetheless, why is this? Why can't we just have this porch here and then walk into the church? And the reason is, of course, that everything about it is to do with this process of reconciliation, this process of coming home. And in order to come home, we've got to take the turn from for home, like the prodigal son who realizes his errand ways and wants to come back to the Father. There is a process of purification. It's not as simple as walking into the local supermarket or having the churches with the supermarket doors that swing open when you come through. You should push the door. You need to feel the door. Feel it as something that you are passing through, and it's kind of what they call a liminal or a sacred space. You're coming over. You're coming from the world of mere matter into a world that's pulsing with eternal life. And there's a reminder of that it's not just, another part of the material world. It's a space set out where the timeless and the time interconnect, where the eternal and time meet. So it's kind of this crossover, this boundary. Of course, you'll always find that the symbols reach back to the Old Testament. Remember that Jesus, of course, was a Jew. And despite his nonchalance about the purification ritual,